ladies and gentlemen, to the voice of reason, the segment on Cannon Fodder TV where I go through your comments and just give my overall thoughts about Arsenal in a sense and other stuff that's gone on with Arsenal during the week. Now, there's a lot that's gone on. Aaron Ramsey has signed his contract with Juve, which will kick in next season, worth 400k a week. I can't even... It still hasn't processed up here. I don't think Aaron Ramsey's worth 400k a week. Absolutely not. But to be fair to him, his agent has done bits for him. So, fair play, Aaron. Fair play. Fair play. Chelsea got piped. That was funny. So entertaining. Do you know what? It was... As the goals went in, I laughed. It was so funny. Oh my god. They got absolutely ruined. And look, don't get me wrong. I rate Sarri as a coach, but from a tactical point of view, that was incredibly naive. And for all the shit we got for how we approached the City game, I'd say we played better than Chelsea did. Chelsea were nothing short of naive. But enough of that lot. We'll start with Huddersfield, I guess. Was the performance great? No. But am I bothered about the performance? Not really. Because at the end of the day, our goal is top four. That's it. Our goal is top four. If we get there by any means necessary, or whatever it is, by shithousery or whatever we have to do, I literally could not care. If we get top four, hell, if we're in the Champions League full stop next season, whether it's by the league or by winning the Europa, I will not give a shit how we do it as long as we get in there. That's all I care about. Performances to me right now are secondary. So anyone who's bitching about the performances, listen, calm your jets a little bit, realize we're in transition, and look, the performances will come eventually. But right now, it's all about getting top four. That's it. Alright, so just calm your jets just a little bit, yeah? But we've also got Europa on Thursday. That should be fun. Bate Borisov is who we're playing. I'd like to think we could win that, or at least win that comfortably. But with Arsenal, you never know. Take it game by game, man. That's always what I've said. Now, what else? The fan abuse that Iwobi and Maitland-Niles have been getting. Nothing short of vile. Alex Iwobi scored against Huddersfield, and yet people, all they do is crucify this kid. It's like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I understand his end product is not the greatest, but for fuck's sake, you support your own, man. You support your own. Like, to quote my good friend Chig, you'd think Iwobi shat in someone's dinner. The way that people go on about him. But who am I to notice that? And the abuse Maitland-Niles got, like, seriously, it was nothing short of disgusting. Like, and do you know what? Fair play to Maitland-Niles for not rising and, reacting to it. All he was like, okay, I'll try better next time. Do you know what I mean? He didn't act in a violent way. He didn't give these people what they want, which basically they want a reaction out of him, and he didn't give them that. So I've got to applaud Maitland-Niles for that. You know, everyone knows how much I rate Maitland-Niles. I love the kid, but I'm never, even if it was someone that I didn't rate, I'm never gonna go on their Instagram, on their Twitter, and abuse the fuck out of them. Do you know what I mean? You support your own, man. It's a joke, man. An absolute joke. But let's go through your comments just now. In fact, I'll just get my iPad because it's better on that one. Let's see here. What ones do we have today? Twitter, la-di-da. Okay, dokie. First one from the English Conversation Club. With the players who has the best resale value, and is Unai Emery really trying to get rid of Ozil? On the Ozil thing, I think he has to, because we simply cannot afford to keep Ozil on the wage books. If we're looking to bring in several players next summer, we have to get rid of Ozil, and we have to balance the books, so to speak. So yeah, I think he's trying to get rid of him so he can bring in players that suit his style. So yeah, I think he is trying to get rid of him. And with the players who has the best resale value, again, probably Ozil, because he's on a big contract. But who's paying 350 bags a week for Ozil? Not a great deal many clubs in my view. With the others, I'm not too sure. I mean, Mustafi, bro. I tried defending Mustafi. Believe me, I did. But the thing is, Man City away for me was the final straw, right? That was the final straw. You cannot slide in like that. And the thing is, he always does it. He always does it. He doesn't learn from his mistakes. He has good games every so often, but how many of them are on a consistent basis? He'll have one good game, and then he'll have a semi-decent game the next again week, and then he'll have a shit couple games after that. So I don't know. I don't know. As to who has the best resale value, probably Ozil. Probably Ozil, because he's on a long contract. As for the rest of them, the sell list would be large. Yeah? The sell list would be large. Mustafi would be on there. I don't know who else would be on. Well, a couple of players actually. Mustafi, Czech's retiring, so that's that. This may be controversial, but I'd sell Kolasinac, and the reason why I'd sell him is, if we want to be at the top level, we need a left back that can defend. And Kolasinac cannot defend. He can't. He's good going forward, but defensively he's suspect. So I think a left back may be an option. We need a new right back. Lichtsteiner is not good enough. Listen, I liked Lichtsteiner, but the thing is, he's just, his legs have gone. His legs have gone. It happens, so it's not really a surprise. So yeah, new right back, maybe something we have to look at. Centre backs, to me, that is an area that we need to look at, but we also need to look at midfield. When you actually think about it, there's a lot of problem areas we need to look at. We need a partner for Torreira, because I don't think Xhaka's good enough long term. In fact, I'd actually sell Xhaka, because with Xhaka, he'll have a couple of good games. He's very similar to Mustafi. He did well in our unbeaten run when he was playing next to Torreira, but since then he's gone off the boil. It's really weird, man. So I think I do think we need another partner for Torreira in midfield. Attacking wise, personally, I think we're good attacking wise. We've got Mkhitaryan, we've got Iwobi, although the fan base ain't really ready to give Iwobi a chance, or maybe they just don't want to. I don't know. Denis Suarez on loan, although whether we, exercise the option to buy for Denis Suarez is another story completely. I wouldn't be too bothered if we didn't, exercise the obligation to buy. But on the other hand, if we did, I wouldn't be against it either. So I'm in two minds about it, to be honest. And our strikers, listen, we don't need strikers. We've got Lacazette, we've got Aubameyang. I don't know if he's ever gonna play. If Emery's ever gonna play the two up front again, I doubt it. But you never know. Who knows? He might get another one. But is it an area that we need to fix right away? No, I don't think it is. But all in all, 1 point off top 4. If you'd offered me that at the start of the season, do you know what? I'd have taken it. And Man City have really helped us out with that 6-0 demolition of Chelsea. Actually, do you know what? We're going to talk about that because, it's actually funny because I said this to my dad, who happens to be a Man United supporter, right? I know, sad for me. I know I've got a brother who's a Man United fan as well. I can't get away from them. But on the way home from my sister's house, and I was up there visiting my nephews, so I did watch the game, but I had to watch on my iPad because, I didn't watch the Man City Chelsea game on my iPad at my sister's house. I watched the Arsenal Huddersfield game at my sister's house on my iPad because I didn't have my laptop on me. But we're diverting from the subject here. When I go home, or when I was on my way home, I said to my dad that I kind of want Man City to thump Chelsea 6-0. Now, I said that jokingly because I didn't think it would happen. However, I did not take into account how naive Sarri would be. Now, don't get me wrong, I rate Sarri as a coach, always have. But that approach was incredibly naive. Man City are what I ideally would want us to end up like. They are the finished article, the best side in the league without a doubt. Yes, they have a blank checkbook, but the quality of their squad is disgusting, man. Like, during the game, they brought off De Bruyne, they brought on Riyad Mahrez, they brought off Fernandinho for David Silva. Seriously, like, that's mad. That's mad. But the naivety of Chelsea is what stuck out for me. The first goal, what was Alonso doing? Mad. Like, I've said for the longest time that Alonso is Chelsea's weak link. And that first goal showed you why I think that. The key to beating Chelsea is very simple. You stop Jorginho, you stop Chelsea. Simple. You stop Jorginho, and you stop him doing what he does, right? Chelsea don't create as much. Hazard was nullified. Got nothing. Went missing again in a big game. Yeah? And yet Chelsea fans would have you believe that he is the third best player in the world. Bullshit. He's not even in the top 5. Actually, I think he's overrated, if I'm being totally honest. But, like I was saying, you stop Jorginho, you stop Chelsea. Simple as that. The reason why we lost to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge is because we allowed Jorginho the time and space on the ball to pull the strings from deep. That's why we lost. Because we didn't close Jorginho down. Now, there's some Arsenal fans that think that Jorginho is like Granit Xhaka. I don't see that at all. Jorginho is a more refined version, right? And Sarri's system would work, but if Chelsea sack him, where do they go from here? I don't know. It's fun to watch. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant to watch. I'm loving every second of it. And to be honest, karma's a bitch. They beat us 6-0. Well, guess what? They got piped 6-0 by Man City. Lovely stuff. But all in all, positive vibes going around Arsenal at the minute. We're picking up points, and that's all we can do. On to the Europa League. And I'm quite confident about our chances in that competition, actually. So hopefully we can go far in that. Maybe even win the thing. I don't know. But after that, I think we play... Oh, who do we play again? I know Chelsea have got Tottenham as their next game. And I know Man United have Man City. Wait, no, they've got Liverpool. No, Man United have got Liverpool. Southampton, that's who we've got. So we need to pick up 3 points in that. It's at home. We're always decent at home, so we should be able to do that. But until the next Voice of Reason, which will be next week, don't worry about that. I'll see you guys in a bit. If you haven't subscribed to Cannon Fodder TV, what are you doing? Click the subscribe button below. It's right there. And if you haven't followed me on Twitter, make sure you do so. I'm sure Alex will leave a link in the description. And until next week, I'll see you later. Peace, lads, and up the Arsenal.